Okay, so we continue today. We didn't finish the forward. Forward or over? Yeah, forward. Just to remind us, so we continue with a new class, Laws of Tzedakah and Maaser. And we said that on Rosh Hashanah, so it was very interesting, we started before Rosh Hashanah, and we said, on Rosh Hashanah we said that Tefillah, or Tzedakah, right? We say it in Tefillah, Teshuvah, Tzedakah is going to avert the evil decree, right? So, and we said what is how Tefillah and Tzedakah can and Teshuvah can change anything, right? We said that so the person changes and it's like he's not there. So it's not that Hashem changed his mind. Hashem said clearly, I'm not a man to change my mind, right? Who changed? The person changed. He's a different person. He used to be Michal Shabbos. He's not there. So they come, the minister angels come to that address, and the guy is not there. The girl is not there. Okay. So, but now we're going to see as our big topic, of course, is the Mitzvah of Tzedakah according to Rambam. Okay. Rambam. And it says, if there is a destitute person among you, you shall not harden your heart or close your hand against the destitute brother. It says in Dvarim 15:7, rather you should open your hand to him. So that's a famous verse, actually two, right? So one more time, and we're going to learn a lot from those. If there's a destitute person among you, so meaning what? You can see it right away. If the closer to this person is to you, the more responsible you are to help that person, right? So you shall not harden your heart, right? So meaning to be generous and close your hand against the brother, meaning to say I don't have it, right? Rather you shall open your hand to him. Okay. So this is positive. Harden your heart, of course, you should not it's negative commandment and positive commandment. So as we learn in Sefer Chafetz Chaim, many times when person does one avera, he actually transgresses or she transgresses. It could be many positive commandments and many negative. So one does not neglect another. So continue. The Torah presents the mitzvah of both a positive mitzvah aseh, right, and negative mitzvah, mitzvah's law aseh. In fact, the Rambam codifies this duly into law. Okay. It might be suggested that this duly reflects an even more profound dichotomy. Namely, tzedakah is a mitzvah that functions on two planes, between man and God and between man and man. The negative commandment law clearly relates to the mitzvah as God-centered and determinative and of determinative nature. However, the positive mitzvah may imply something else, namely a man-centered act with a clear ethical imperative. By this is meant not only the obligation to help another, but to help the doer of the mitzvah himself, to even transform him to another person. So that's the core is what it was in the last line, but let's do the same from the beginning. We're going to explain. So now we understand the positive mitzvahs. So in one sentence, positive mitzvahs and negative mitzvahs. Okay, that one may transgress and or not to fulfill when he does something wrong. Okay, so there is usually no punishment for not doing positive mitzvahs. So usually the punishment only for actions, not for inactions. Okay, there are some exceptions, but those are only a few exceptions. Okay, so let's see from the beginning. It might be suggested that this duly reflects an even more profound dichotomy. Namely, tzedakah is a mitzvah of function on two planes, between man and God and man and man. So on one hand, right, so Hashem tell us to give tzedakah, right, and he said, you owe me, right, you owe me this 10% right, and Hashem said, I'm going to give it to whoever I want. And we know one of the examples is 24 gifts to Kohanim, right, that Hashem said it's mine, right, I'm telling you, you give it to me, and I'm going to give to whoever I want. It's my business. So he gives to Kohanim, and same is here. So two aspects of the mitzvah between man and God, and man and man. The negative commandment law meaning not, right, clearly relates a mitzvah as a God-centered, and of determinative nature, meaning that something is going to lose. Right? However, the positive mitzvah may imply something else, namely a man-centered act with a clear ethical imperative, meaning even the person who gives the money, right, tzedakah, it's not necessarily money that he's going to benefit by giving. But this meant not only the obligation to help another, but to, in effect, help the door of the mitzvah himself. So he's going, as we said in the verse in the beginning, so he's going to, Hashem is going to take away the evil decree because of this money. So he gave the money to the poor, that's correct, and he helped the poor, that's true. But he helped himself even more than these people. Right, to even transform him into another person. So tzedakah, right, from here we see tzedakah can change a person. Rambam, in fact, articulates. So that's the difference between Torah and science, for example. Right. So if a person knows math or physics, it does not change him. He could be a big professor in physics and a very rotten person, right? But a person cannot be a learned person, a religious person, God-fearing person, and stay the same. Absolutely not. Torah is going to change it. Any mitzvah, we do mitzvahs, and as the Vilna Gaon said, the person came here to work on his character, and the mitzvahs are helping him to, like, in all of the aspects of change. Right? Continue. The Rambam, in fact, articulates the transformative nature of tzedakah in explanation of Mishnah in Perkei Ovos, where it says, one judgment depends on Rav, of the majority of his action. Rambam explains that if a person has a large sum to dispense to the needy, he should divide it among the many poor people, rather than give way to just one individual. This multiple performance of the mitzvah is preferred because it will aid the character transformation of the giver, a goal inherent in the mitzvah of tzedakah. Okay, so let's read again, and it's actually not one part is from Perkei Ovos and another is as we learn in Hilchot Diot. Right? So let's see and explain. The Rambam, in fact, articulates the transformative nature of tzedakah and explains in Mishnah Perkei Ovos, one's judgment depends on Rav, the majority of the action. So what does it mean? It's from Hilchas Teshuvah. So we learn in Hilchas Teshuvah. So Rambam said, Zatzal said, who is a tzaddik, right? Not what people think. They did not learn Rambam. So Rambam said the tzaddik is a person who has even one more married more than averos. Right? Simple, right? So meaning, so we go by majority. Right, so by majority of his action, if majority 51, right, percent. So if 51% is positive, 49 negative, it's not like he's absolutely righteous person, right? Righteous person is a chassid. So chassid and tzaddik below the chassid, just so you know, right? Chassid is much higher level. Okay, so tzaddik is he's barely there. Okay, so and that's what we want. And tzedakah help, right? That's what we want to be, at least tzaddik, and tzedakah helps a lot. Rambam explained that this is that if a person has a large sum of money to dispense to the needy. So, and I just want to put it in context, because I mean this Rabbi just put, I mean that's what Rambam said, but it's like from different places. So here is from Hilchot Diod. So he said if a person is greedy, and it's very bad character trait. And why is it bad character trait? Because he's suffering, so he cannot spend money even if he has. Right, the family is suffering, children suffering, wife is suffering, everybody around him is suffering, right? Because of his greed, and poor people also suffering, right? So he has to start working on himself. And Rambam said you have to develop this character trait, and how you develop your character, as we learn, we were learning with us in Shmone Prakim, previous class. Wednesdays we had, right? In Shmona Prakim we said you continue repeating the action over and over and over again, and it's going to affect your character, and it's going to become your nature. Character and nature, one and the same thing. So Rambam said, so he's very consistent with his advice, right? So he said take a large amount of money, right, and dispense to many needy. So every time he gives to a needy person, it becomes his nature, his character trait, again and again. It doesn't matter it's a small amount. It's not for them. For them, most likely, I mean, if he's going to give like $1 or 50 cents, it's not going to change their life. Okay, they appreciate that you did not ignore him, but it's not going to affect their life very much, right? Right, and that's what the Rambam said. So he gives this tzedakah not for himself, but for to change the person, not for the needy, but to change the person. And that's what I long time ago, many years ago, I tried with my friend. He's a tzedakah collector, so he asked me for money. And I said, yeah, but I'm going to give, but make sure that you're going to give to many people. He said, it's not good. Whatever you tell me, your advice is not good. So because this money is not going to resolve any problem. But if I'm going to give it to one person, right, so it's good for him, it's going to be substantial. He can get something achieved. So, but until then, until you're ready for this thing to all the money to be given to one person, so do little to many people. Okay. This multiple performance of the mitzvah is preferred because it will aid the character transformation of the giver of a goal inherent in the midst of tzedakah. So, and here again, we're going to that point where we discuss with a Tefillah, with a prayer, and Teshuvah is to change the person. So it's different person. So that person 2 weeks ago, yes, he deserved all of the punishment in the world. But after he changed, or 3 weeks, or 2 months ago, or 2 years ago, but now today it's a different person. He does not deserve this punishment. Yeah, punishments are there, but there is nobody to punish, at least at this time.